ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי אסון ולנבל, עלי היגיון וכינון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. And the last song we're going to sing before we step into the real meat and potatoes, or the real tofu and potatoes, of our service is our Shalom Aleichem prayer, where we notice and take heed of the angels that accompany us from transition to transition, from one part of the service to the next, from the week to Shabbat, from here to there, watching us to see how we are approaching our transition. Our Shalom Aleichem prayer is on page 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Yom, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Sechem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Our Chatzi Kaddish is on page 144. Yitgadol Yitgadash Shemei Rabbah, Melmad Divrach Yerutei V'Amlich Malchutei, V'chayei Chonov Yom Echon, Uv'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagala Bagala Uvizman Kari, V'Meru Amen. Yeheshmei Rabbah Mevara, Le'alam Le'almaya Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitmromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yithale, V'yithalal, Shemei L'Kudusha, Richu Le'ila, Min Kol Birchata, V'shirato, Tushvechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma, Ve'imeru. Baruch Hu is on page 146. Now, we're not all together. We're not all together in the same room. So now that we're calling one another to worship, let's call one another to be in the same space, to be in our most Jewish space, our most loving space, our compassionate space for one another. This way we can call to one another. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Baruch hu Adonai HaMevorach Our bracha for creation, the first part of the history of time as told by the Jewish people, is our Ma'ariv prayer on page 148. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher b'divro ma'ariv arabim B'chochma poteach she'arim U'bitbuna mishnei U'machali et hazmanim U'msader et hakochavim V'mishmeroteihem Barakia kirtzono Borei yom v'layla Borei yom v'layla Golei elot mipnei choshech V'choshech mipnei or U'ma'avir yom mevi layla U'ma'avdil bein yom u'bein layla Adonai tziva'ot shemo El Chai v'Kayam Tamid lo aleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Hamari Arabim. Our prayer, thanking God for the connection between the divine and the Jewish people, is on our next page, 100. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Torah u'mitzvot U'kim u'mishpatim Ostanu b'malta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shachbeinu u'b'kumeinu Nasiach b'kuchecha V'nismach Divrei Toratecha Uvemitzvotecha Leolam va'ed Ki hem chayenu Ve'orech yameinu Uvahem negei yomam v'layla Ki hem chayenu Ve'orech yameinu Uvahem negei yomam v'layla Ki el chayinu v'orech yameinu v'hem negei yoma v'layla. Ki el chayinu v'orech yameinu v'hem negei yoma v'layla. Ve'ahavacha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. The Shema begins on page 152. This is a prayer for which we must try to develop kavanah, our intention, our mindfulness, our intentionality, where we try to bring our focus. And that's a challenge, because here we all are. We're online, we're in quarantine. It's not an ideal situation, not for any of us. But practicing the intentionality of the Shema is a holy task, and it's a skill that will serve us well, and always has served us well throughout our history and throughout all challenges. Together. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. We continue on 154. Page 154. There we go. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi tzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'lechtecha v'derech u'shochvecha u'kumecha u'kshartam lehod al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'v'hisharecha Lamahan tizkaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kadoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lachem le'elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. Emet is on page 156. We say emet after ve'ahavta to affirm for ourselves that these words are the center of what helps us carry our lives as Jews. Emet ve'emunah kol zot ve'kayam aleinu ki hu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ein zulato, ve'ein zulato, v'anachnu Yisrael amo, v'anachnu Yisrael amo, v'anachnu Yisrael amo. Moshe u'Miriam uvnei all Yisrael, l'chu anu shirav simcha rabah, ve'anu amru chulam. Let us all cross the sea together, holding hands, as we are doing right now, virtually. We'll cross this new wilderness. Lai 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 lai. Chamoch bailim Adonai Hamodei Dava Kodesh, Noratahilo Sefele, Noratahilo Sefele. Malchutecha Uvanecha, Okay, I am Lifnei Moshe uMiriam, Zeili Anu Ve'amru, Zeili Anu Ve'amru, Adonai Elov Le'olam Vaheh, Adonai Elov Le'olam Vaheh. Lai 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 la lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai la 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 lai la 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 lai lai lai. You know, being online would be a great opportunity to have a Shabbat dance contest for Micha Mocha some night. I'm just saying, no pressure. Now we say our particular prayer to protect us as the dark comes, even if it comes a bit late here in the Pacific Northwest. When we have to look into the sky and not see things clearly, and we wonder about noises and sounds. We all have worries in our lives, and this is a special prayer for our worries. COVID moment, the cat sat on it. Ashkivenu Avinu LaShalom Hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim tovim L'shalom Ufros Alenu Sukat Shalomecha V'takneinu Malkeinu Beitza Tova Ilfanecha Ve'oshienu Mehera L'man Shmecha V'hagein Ba'deinu V'ros Aleinu Sukat Rachamim U'L'Shalom. Our Amidah begins on page 164. Now, this is our standing prayer. This is our together prayer. And yet, separately, we're all doing it. We're going to do this in the ways that are best for us in our given situation. We are going to say the words. And as in the story, we are going to hope that it is enough. And as when we get to our Retzei prayer, we remember that we are asking that our prayers are acceptable as they are. We join together. Adonai. Ananana Sifatai Tiftach. Ananana Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi Tehilatacha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana Sifatai Tiftach. Ananana Ufi Yagi. Ufi Yagi tehilatecha. Next page, please. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim ve'Konei Hakol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Please turn the page. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מחלחל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, ישני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלוך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. Next page. אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Page 54. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, רצה במנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו בתורתך, צווינו בתורך, ושמחנו בישועתך, ותאר ליבנו לעובדך באמת. והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה וברצון שבת קודשך, וינוחו בה ישראל מקדשי שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Now we're on page 56. Ritze Adonai Eloheinu ve'achad Yisrael u'tefilatam be'ahava tikabel u'tehila ratzon tamid u'tehila ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha el karov v'chol korah el karov v'chol korah v'nehel avadecha b'chonenu shpochucha aleinu v'techezena eineinu v'shuvcha lezion berachamim Baruch atah Adonai Machazir shechinato Letzion המחזיר שכינתו לציון. Our modim, our prayer of gratitude, is on the next page, page 58, or rather page 60, I believe. Oh, there we are, 58. Modim, modim, modim anachnu lach. Modim, modim, modim anachnu lach. Shatahu Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu Imotenu, Leolam va'ed, Leolam va'ed, Tzur Chayenu, Magen Yishenu, Atahu L'dor v'dor. Modim, modim, modim anachnu lach. Modim, modim, modim anachnu lach. I'm incredibly grateful to be here with all of you guys. I'm incredibly grateful that we have such awesome technology. Modim anachnu lach. Is there anyone here who wants to go down to your screen and raise your hand in the participant section of the chat? You raise your hand, I maybe can call on you and you can let me know if you feel like it, or actually Rose can call on you because Rose is the mistress of ceremonies. So anybody gonna go for it, or just unmute themselves and say something? No? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna speak for all of you. I think you are really grateful to have an awesome community, and I think you are really grateful to be able to be present for each other despite. I think you are really grateful for how strong your community is despite. Blessings on all of your heads. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha u'lechana lehodot. Our Sim Shalom, or rather our Rav prayer.
I'm thankful.
Oh, what? Tell me.
For you doing the service. I'm so glad to have you back.
It's good to have you here too, Julia. All right, let's check out our Shalom Rav prayer, which is on page 60. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Hatahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael v'chol eit uv'chol shah b'shomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Let's take a minute for Tefillat Halev, for our individual prayers, the prayers of our hearts between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, for our individual Shabbat conversations will come together for Oseh Shalom. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam, Salam Shalom. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam, Salam Shalom. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu, Ojavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Shabbat Shalom. I think I'm going to talk just a little bit now, and afterward we'll come together for our Mishaberach Aleinu and Kaddish. Oh, Shabbat Shalom, there you all are. This is beautiful. Reb Dan and Karen are here from Temple Shalom in Yakima. That is super awesome. I see all of my CBH peeps. This is like being Miss Marianne. I can see you all. I don't know if any of you are from a place where they had romper room in Miss Marianne, but she had a magic mirror and she could see everybody, and that's what I feel like Miss Marianne. So good Shabbos, and we come as usual to a Torah portion that provides us with challenge after challenge, does it not? This is the time for Parshat Pinchas, and the thing that happens in Parshat Pinchas, rather akin to the Akedah, is very problematic for us modern people. What happens is that there has been a great battle between the Israelites and their enemies. And they have been commanded, Moshe, Aaron, and all of their leaders have been commanded to make such war upon the opposing team that they should kill everybody. Everyone should be wiped out. The most vulnerable, the non-combatants, women, children, don't even keep the animals. It's problematic. How in the world do we, as modern Jews, come to Pinchas with our high Jewish visions and our high Jewish values of compassion, of peace, and of love of our fellow human beings? How do we bring those things? We bring them the way that we Jews have always brought them, through study and the lens of spiritual evolution. It says in our Torah that if you have a rebellious son, you should stone him to death. Well, we don't do that, obviously, and neither do our rabbis condone it. As a matter of fact, it's specifically in Talmud that is simply not done. In the Torah, we have a death penalty, and yet our Rabbanim tell us via Mishnah that that is not how we interpret that passage anymore. We learned over time, and we grew over time, and through study and being with one another and building community, we learned what we would need to do in order to be an enduring community of meaning. One of the ways we did that was with the Mishnah, with the oral law. And that's when our rabbis start talking to us about the things in Torah that were difficult for us to access and confusing, and the things in Torah that we were no longer able to do. People who are familiar with Jewish lore know that we have 613 commandments, but a whole bunch of them we can't do anymore because there's no temple. And what our rabbis gave us instead were the words of our prayers, our liturgies that we say at specific times, and for which we say our Ritzeh prayer, hoping that they are enough. By that same token, we turn to Pinchas, and we notice that Pinchas and all his other fellow leaders were commanded to make very, very terroristic, awful war on their opposing side. But what happened was Moshe and Aaron didn't want to play. Moshe did take pity on non-combatants. Moshe didn't kill all the animals. Moshe took pity on the children. Moshe saw it as a war of combatants. And afterward, God was very angry at Moshe and Aaron for not doing such things. And Pinchas went ahead, and he's lionized for going ahead and being so maniacal. Now, it would be easy to say that God wanted people to be obedient. But maybe doing the right thing doesn't always come with divine rewards. Maybe we do the right thing because we know what is right, not because we are going to get a prize from one another or from the divine one. The Holy One, blessed be He, wants us to know and to choose. There's not always a prize for it. Moshe, as we know, didn't always win prizes for his leadership and his wisdom. Sometimes he had to put up with a lot of nonsense. But he found his way in the wilderness. And when it becomes challenging to us in our lives to do what's right despite what we see, despite what people around us are doing, despite what things might be telling us, when we know in our hearts what the Jewish choice is, please God, we can make it. May the Holy One of blessing guard our seichel, our intelligence, and give us wisdom, chokhmah, and bina, discernment, and help us forge a healthy and safe path out of these difficult times, just as Moshe did. Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to turn to our Mishberach prayer, which I believe is on page, where's Mishberach? Whoever can find it first wins a prize. Mishberach is on page 109, I win. Miracle. Let's do our screen sharing. Can we do it? Okay. While we're waiting for, oh, here we go. Nice.
What page is it on again?
It's on page 109 in the big book. I'm using the one with Shabbat and weekdays, so for Shabbat and festival. You can keep going to 100. Oh, why is that not working? That is very odd. Well, it's in the service for the reading of Torah. That might make it easier.
Rose, I've got 371 in the blue or 253 in the black.
371 might be it. No? What was the other one?
Or 253 in the black.
253. Oh, Tov Me'od, we got it. Yay! I'll have to write that one down. Before we say our Misha Berach, I have to actually call somebody who doesn't have a computer who needs to say Misha Berach for someone in the family. And I'd like to start asking you guys who you'd like to say Misha Berach for. I'm going to start up here with Elisa and Jerry.
Rachel McDonald.
Jay Schneider.
Thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Ethel Kaplan.
Thank you, Julia. Rona?
Pat Horan.
Thank you. Rose? Do you have anybody, Rose?
Ed O'Connor.
Thank you. Elizabeth?
Yeah, I think everybody I know is good this week.
Oh, good, good. Karen?
I don't have anybody, but somebody's gonna have to unmute Betty. She's the phone number.
Oh, okay.
The moderator will have to unmute her.
Okay, Rose can unmute. Marilyn?
Lynn Stern's husband, Doyle.
Thank you. Let's see, Barry. Barry Udell.
Barry Udell. No, not me. I'm fine. Sorry. I would say Freddie Bunin, Jackie Bunin, and Marcy Udell.
Okay. Now Barry W.
Yeah, I got two friends, Roy Judah and Charlie Granrus, that need a prayer.
Thanks, Barry. Dan. Okay, hang on just a sec. Dan, you got anybody?
Michelle Barbeau.
Okay. All right. Dina?
Yes.
Do you have somebody you need to say Misha Berach for? A prayer for the sick?
Yes. Mercedes and Cruz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Joy.
Yes, I want to say a prayer for myself. I have a broken foot.
Oh dear. Okay, we will. All right.
And Emily Sherry's here too.
Oh, Sherry. Okay, go Sherry.
Thank you. Pat Wagat, Barbara Fox, and David Raskin.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that I've left off?
Jim Vanderlasky as well.
Right, the whole Vanderlasky family, because they're still in mourning. Okay, hang on just a second. Zeb, do you have somebody you want to say Misha Berach for? Thank you. All right. Thanks very much. And Misha Berach for all the mourners and everyone sick or suffering in Israel.
We can get called.
Huh? Molly, what?
Melendez, Kenny Ashley, Swarstern, and Linda Morris.
Okay.
Laurel. And the mouse.
Misha Berach Avotenu Makor HaBracha Avotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Makor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. I'd like to turn to our Aleinu prayer, which I believe is on page 586, to conclude our service, and after that we will say Kaddish. So the Aleinu should be 586.
Mine pages only go up to 387. Do we have black numbers?
Then I would
282.
282. All right, there we go. Beautiful. And we start from the second part. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו ככלי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. Next page. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו לשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגופי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כה כתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחתנו. Turn to the next one. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Now we turn to our Kaddish prayer, which should be, it's
294.
Thank you, 294. Thanks so much. We're on 294, and this is our mourner's Kaddish, and I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge I'd like to read the yard sites for the congregation right now, and here we go. I have Irving Schiller, Lena Sverdlik, Pearl Miller, Sheldon Balk, Gladys Sessler, Cyril Hirsch, Malcolm Longaker, Shirley Lochny, Faye Levin, Alfred Stark, Michelle Miller, Daniel Brostoff, Lillian Diamond, and Harold Bricker. Those are the congregational yard sites. I'd like to go one at a time and ask for whom people might be saying Kaddish today. Is there anyone here who is in Shiva, the first week of mourning for a loved one?
I am.
Thanks. Tell us who you're mourning for.
I'm mourning for my older sister, Arlene Talley, in North Carolina, and all my relatives.
Thank you. Soon. Is anyone else in Shiva? No? Is anyone here in Shaloshim, the first month of mourning? Is there anyone here? I believe that we are, as a congregation, in Shloshim for Barbara Vanderlasky. And is there anyone else here who is observing a yard site today?
Jonathan Gibbs.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Betty?
No.
Okay. All right. We'll say our Kaddish prayer together, and if anyone else remembers someone that they'd like to bring to mind, you can let us know after we're done saying our prayers. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon u'chayei d'kol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv yu amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudsha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemayim, V'chayim Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'yivru Amen, Oseh Shalom B'mromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru Amen. May the Maker of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort all who are bereaved, and we say together, Amen. Thank you. This concludes our service. Unless anybody official out there like Elizabeth or Rose or Barry have an announcement for us. Announcements?
I have one.
What is it?
So I'm Karen, and I'm from Temple Shalom in Yakima. And next week we are doing the very same thing with Emily. Same time, 7 o'clock. So we would love to have people join our little, it'll be very similar.
Karen, can you send or have Emily send me your the information, and I'll put it in our e-news for next week?
Yes.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I would be, it's so fun. You know, one thing, this is like one of our blessings, right? Is that all of us small congregations can hang out.
Yes.
And, super fun. I'm really pleased for that. That's gonna be great. So yeah, I'm leading at
also 7.
Well, I'm leading on the Temple Shalom Zoom, but in cyberspace on Friday at 7. We'll send out the information. And again, August 14th, is it?
Oh boy.
I'll have to look it up. I'm doing it again August 14th.
Yes.
And, who knows where else I'll show up in the meantime. I got my own Zoom room now, so you know.
And we're the date is not quite tied down yet, but it'll be in next week's e-news. We're gonna have a Havdalah next month.
Oh, nice. That's gonna be awesome. It's always fun to have Havdalah in summer where, you know, we have.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun when we could all barbecue together, wasn't it? Anyway. I think those are like the main things coming up. And for anybody who is interested, I'll be leading High Holy Day services at Beth Hatikvah, friends. And anybody can drop in anytime they want. It's going to be awesome. And I'll be back on some BAT channel and some BAT time. But while I have you all here, anyone in our group or outside of our group or our friends or anybody who would be interested in having a weekday afternoon minyan, let me know. People who need to stay cottage, people who just enjoy that sort of thing, anybody who would like to talk about setting up our own little mincha, let me know, because I would like to get together with people and daven mincha. We have the Siddur. I've got the prayers right here in my own little room, and it could be a fun thing. Just give me an email. Let me know. All right. Well, it's been awesome to see you all.
Right.
I just want to say thank you, Emily. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. That was lovely. I'm so glad so many people could join us tonight.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to